Hi, this is Wiley Sharp with Dennison Yachting, and today I want to take you on board Playologist, a 2017 Lagoon 380 owner's version located in Fajardo, Puerto Rico. This boat shows very little wear and tear. She was shipped over as deck freight. She was also really well optioned with generator, air conditioning, nice cockpit cushions, hardtop, generator, air. I think I may have said that already. Watermaker, a lot of solar on board, and just a really well optioned boat. And also, before we step aboard, I just want to talk a little bit about the local Lagoon dealer here in Puerto Rico that has her for sale. Atlas Yacht Sales, they represent Lagoon for Puerto Rico, Spanish Virgin Islands, US Virgin Islands, British Virgin Islands, and my dealings with them over the years have been always very positive, even through some really challenging situations. Another thing I'd like to say too is that the owner of the company really cares not just about his people, his clients, and his business, but the community at large. After Hurricane Irma just demolished St. Thomas, St. John, BVI's, Jim was one of the first guys running supplies over to the Virgin Islands from Puerto Rico on his personal boat. And he was making multiple runs a day from the second day after the storm hit, bringing goods over and people back, and that's something that I'll always be really grateful, Jim. So thank you very much for that. If you are looking at buying a new Lagoon and your plans are to cruise down here in the Caribbean, I would really strongly recommend talking to the guys at Atlas. I'm going to put Jim's contact information down in the description below. It doesn't make sense to buy a new Lagoon up in Florida or somewhere else if your plans are to be down here in the Caribbean. And as everybody that follows my channel knows, it's very rare for me to plug a competitor, but Jim is just somebody that I've got that much respect for, that if you're going to buy a new Lagoon, he should be the guy you buy it from. So anyways, without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump aboard. We're going to start the walkthrough here at the starboard boarding gate, and we're going to make our way around the foredeck first, then our way back to the cockpit, and then the interior of the boat. So just walking around on the boat, the deck still has that new boat non-skid feel, which is kind of nice. Do a little pano here looking back at the foredeck. Now this boat's equipped with a generator, air conditioning, Watermaker, etc. The generator's housed in one of those two deck lockers there. We've also got tons of storage up in the forepeaks. So there's one of the forepeaks. The other forepeaks here over on the starboard side. Now the Lagoon 380 is probably the most, it is the most produced cruising catamaran. I mean, this boat has been in production for over 15 years. I think 2002 is the first year. And they've continually improved a great design. So this boat's equipped with a hardtop. And up on the hardtop, there's a lot of solar. Moving back along the port side weather deck, we'll see the other boarding gate. Through that hatch is the first mechanical space that houses one of the Yanmars. Boat's equipped with the upgraded Yanmar motor package and very low hours on the boat. I mean, it was sent over on a freighter, and so it's very low wear and tear. I'm going to do a quick pano here, actually starting back here at the dinghy through the cockpit. So the boat's equipped with an electric winch to make to create ease of sail handling, and it's equipped with full B&G Electronics. I always find this kind of funny on the 380s. For whatever reason, they always put Volvo Penta controls, but it's clearly a Yanmar powered boat. All of the sail control lines lead right back here to the helm, so it's a very easy boat for short-handed sailing. Do a pano from the helm to give you kind of an idea of what the visibility is like. A little overcast and rainy today, so everything's a little wet. You can see all four corners of the boat very easily for close quarter maneuvering. Stepping down a couple of steps, we're in the cockpit of the boat, which has tons and tons of storage. It's got the optional teak decking, which is a nice touch. Excuse me. Also keeps the cockpit area, easier to keep the cockpit area clean, and there's tons of storage down below. Now the small cockpit table here is interchangeable with the Salon table, so you can either have the small table or the larger interior table. Let's go ahead and take a look inside and I'll show that all to you. Okay, stepping onto the into the Salon, we've got seating for 6. Forward, to the right of that we've got the refrigerator. We've got a couple of drawers for storage as well as plenty of counter space for storage. Do a pano around here to the galley, which is starboard aft. Storage above the galley, down below the galley. It's got a dual basin sink with a 3-burner stove and an oven and broiler below that. Over on the port aft side, we've got the nav station on the boat, which unfortunately, I'm sorry guys, I put all my crap on top of there. Above that, we've got the 12-volt panel with battery monitors, tank monitors, etc., etc. The 110 panel, as well as the VHF radio and Fusion stereo system. We're going to go down the port cabin porthole first. Take a look at those guest cabins. So up forward, we've got the port forward cabin. Beneath the berth there is the Watermaker. Plenty of storage below there as well. Storage in the cabinet below the bed. I didn't give them the opportunity to clean the boat, so the beds aren't made. I apologize for that. And then a nice locker behind the door here. Moving aft from the forward cabin, we've got the port aft cabin. And, I think it was in 2010 or so, 2009, is when they changed to the S2 version of the Lagoon 380, which has these larger windows. And then in the newer versions, it's got this lighter interior, which just makes this boat feel really large for a 38-foot catamaran. Got a hanging locker on the outboard side, plenty of storage beneath the bed. And then midship on the outboard side, we've got the head with vanity, single basin, and the actual head itself. We're going to pop across to the Salon. I'll do a quick pan before we do that. So you can see, I mean, the headroom carries all the way forward because of the Lagoon, the way they use the vertical windows, and just makes it feel like a very large space. I mean, this is definitely one of the bigger 38-footers on the market. And there's a natural flow from the cockpit to the Salon. Coming across to the starboard hull, we get to the owner's stateroom. This is what makes this boat ideal for a cruising couple. So we've got the berth aft, plenty of storage underneath the bed. We've got hanging lockers on the outboard side. Storage on the inboard side next to the escape hatch. We've got a nice little vanity prep area with storage down below. Another hanging locker. And then we've got our head with a vanity and single basin sink. And then a really, really nice large shower forward of that. So I'll do a quick kind of pano back through here. And then we'll come back up to the Salon. I hope you guys enjoyed this walkthrough. If you have any questions on the boat, please don't hesitate to leave me a comment down below, shoot me an email, and as always, if you like what I have to say, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks and have a good day.